Now on to this, the new members of the Northwest Provincial Executive Committee are set to be announced today. This follows a night of nominations and voting by members of the party. Our reporter Refiloe Seboko is in Rustenburg at the Civic Centre, and she joins us there live now. Now, Refiloe, an hour ago when we spoke, you had said at 10 o'clock there would be a media briefing announcing the names of those that have made it into the PEC. What's the latest update coming from Rustenburg?
Let me welcome the chairperson of the ANC in the Northwest Province, Nono Maloyi, to just give us the latest on what is the program today. Mr. Maloyi, thank you so much for your time and welcome to Newzroom Afrika. Give us the run take us through the program of today.
No, good morning and good morning to your viewers. We are done with elections of the additional members. We are now waiting for the Independent Electoral Agency to come and make announcements. But in between, what we are now going to do is to break into commissions. Whilst delegates are here and so on, they will break into commissions. And it will take about an hour. And then after that, we'll go back to plenary for report backs. And then immediately deal with the declaration of conference. And having done so, we'll then give the chairperson of the ANC an opportunity to deliver his inaugural speech. And then the Treasurer General of the ANC will then close the conference. Unfortunately, the President is not available due to a funeral outside the country. Yeah.
And it seems that the President is not available. Will he be given an opportunity in the future to make his remarks about the elective conference in the province?
Yeah, not that you will check with the President and so on, but I must indicate that I had a session with him on Monday, and he was supposed to come here. Unfortunately, a funeral happened and so on, which requires him to be in that funeral. But his office will be able to answer that question.
And Mr. Maloyi, let's look at members who were nominated and they rejected or declined. Let's look at what happened yesterday during the nomination or even before the voting process when the name of the Premier of the Northwest, Bushimape, was announced. And then people booed him, but he later went and declined. What do you make of that?
It's in the nature of ANC conferences. Normally in ANC conferences, there's vibrancy. And so on, people get excited at some point and so on. But you will realize that it was not the entire conference that did that. That is why the steering committee had to remind conference that rules of conference still applies. There are certain things that are not allowed in conference and so on. But it shouldn't be a big issue. Yeah.
But let's look at what's going to happen maybe after this. There's going to be a new structure that will be running the issues and politics of the province. Are we going to see, I'll go back to issue of two centers of power to say, are we going to see Bushimape being taken out of his position as the Premier of the Northwest?
There are no two centers of power. The center is the ANC. Now the Premier and all other deployees, MECs, mayors and so on, are deployed by the African National Congress. So they account to the ANC, which is the center. So this thing of saying there are two centers of power and so on, I hope it is now buried. I said previously, we are not in a business of removing people and so on. We are not elected as premiers, as MECs and so on. We elected a structure of the ANC. And this structure has got a responsibility to work together with its deployees to ensure that there is a quality service delivery to our people. So about who goes in, goes out and so on, that thing is not on our agenda. There are serious things that we need to deal with. There are challenges in our municipalities. There are challenges everywhere in the organization and so on. So we are going to be dealing with those things. Not that this one is now a PEC member, therefore the other one must be removed. This is not how the ANC operates.
Are you also dealing with, we heard of apologies from those that did not manage to come and attend the second leg of the conference, one of them being the chairperson of the ANC Women's League in the province, Refiloe Seboko, saying that it's as a result of one of her reasons, her life being threatened. What's your response?
We know nothing about anybody's life being threatened and so on. And if Comrade Biza's life was threatened, Comrade Biza has got a right to go to the law enforcement agencies and open a case, either of intimidation or whatever, but we don't know about that. Hopefully, as a disciplined member of the African National Congress, he will share that information with us, and if it is found to be true, the ANC will then have to act against those individuals in line with the prescripts of the organization and in line with the constitution of the ANC.
Thank you so much for your time. Mr. Maloyi, that is Nono Maloyi, the chairperson of the ANC in the Northwest Province. But you'll remember that announcement that was done by the spokesperson of the ANC, Pule Mabe, saying that one of the reasons they received from Refiloe Seboko the apology for her not being able to attend the second leg of the conference, amongst others, is as a result of her life being threatened. But like you're saying, Nono Maloyi is saying that he has not in particular himself received that. But I think it will be interesting to see what's going to happen following that announcement of the PEC members and also discussions of policy. Are we going to see things changing, seeing that now there's going to be a new structure in the Northwest Province? We are yet to see how everything is going to develop.
All right, thank you for that update. That is our reporter Refiloe Seboko coming from the Rustenburg Civic Centre at the 9th, or rather the second leg of the 9th ANC Northwest Elective Conference. Now,